Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you how to pack a rucksack. Okay, so for me personally, before I line the sleeping bag with a garbage bag to waterproof it, I like to put the sleeping bag in first in its own kind of like waterproof layer so that it's easier and I have more space for the rest of my stuff. You have to try to get it to lay flat, which is a little challenging depending on the size. Okay, so once that is in there, then I'm going to get the garbage bag, everything, and I'm just going to put it all the way down to the bottom so that it's waterproof. There we go. Alright, okay, so first things first, what you want to do is, so we put the sleeping bag in and then we kind of want to put the medium weight things in. So these include extra clothes. I'm only putting one bag in for now because I'm not going on an adventure journey right now. It's always good to just double waterproof things just in case this garbage bag doesn't work. And then it's easier to pack the clothes in days that you're going to use them to keep the rucksack organized. And you can also compress the air out of it so that it packs easier. I'm just going to do that. So you want to keep the heaviest stuff near your back, because otherwise if it's on the end, then it's going to pull you forward and you can fall over, and it's just not good if you're walking or just carrying it in general. So stuff like that would be your kitchen gear, your stove, the gas, even though it's not super heavy, it all kind of builds up. Your frying pan, just in case. So after that, we're going to put the rest of the light stuff in. Personally, I have a camp pillow that you can blow up, and then it's kind of like that. Other stuff like this will just be other clothes, other equipment that you may use on your campsite, extra plastic bags, that kind of thing. So the majority of that is done. You just, it's basically just other equipment, which I don't personally have right now. For example, a tent. For my bronze and silver, we split up the tent. So one of us took the cover, one of us took the actual tent itself, and then one of us took the poles. So if you've taken the poles, you don't really need to put it in the waterproof garbage bag, because one, it can break the bag, and two, it's just kind of a hassle to do that. So you would just put those down the side. And if you have the cover or the tent itself, you would just put that in the top as well. Okay, so yeah, basically it's just sleeping bag, then medium stuff, so this includes food as well, and then the heavy equipment, and then the light equipment in the front. So once we do that, we can just seal it up, and then we'll pull. You also, before you completely close this in the garbage bag, just at the top, you need to put your waterproof stuff so that you can just quickly undo it and grab it. So I have my rain jacket and my rain pants. Alright, and then so any other kinds of things you can just, if you really need to, a sweater, if you're hot, just take it off and just shove this under here while you're walking. So then we come to these two things. So we have one pouch in here and then one on the top. So these are for things that you're going to need while you're walking, and you don't want to have to, dig into your bag to find it. So these can include, snacks, just keeping your flashlight safe, extra batteries. The number one thing is really your first aid kit, so that if anyone gets cut or scrape or a blister, you can just whip it out, patch them up, and keep going. So yeah, these are also where you can keep extra money, emergency money, and the emergency phone just in case. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave that there for a second while I grab my first aid kit. So I'm just gonna pop this in here. Yeah. I don't think I mentioned this, but if you're planning to have a snack, which you should when you take your break, these can also just go in there, that kind of thing. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention when I was closing this is that in here, along with, you know, extra snacks and your navigation and first aid and everything, you can also put your matches or lighter just to keep them dry, which is really important when you know you're lighting a fire or a stove. You know, you just gotta make sure they stay dry. Once we do that, we're just gonna clip these together. So personally, I brought a yoga mat to sleep on because the ground is very hard. So where I attached this was actually just beneath these straps. I'll try to hold it up. It's right, so you unclip them and you can just put it right across, or you can also put it down below here and just attach it on the outside. This doesn't really matter if it gets wet. What else? Okay, so I personally have a little pack cover just because when the pack gets wet it's really annoying. And then also really important is to stay hydrated, so bringing, you know, 2 water bottles at least is kind of essential, especially since we are in Bermuda, which I'm sure we all know is extremely warm and humid, and it's very easy to get dehydrated quickly. So, and you know, just keeping another one in your bag if you have room. So yeah, any other equipment that can go in there, you know, it's kind of hard to do it because I don't have everything with me, but you know, your stove will go in there. Any like hygiene items. It's important to be hygienic when you're doing your adventurous journey. So you know, baby wipes, that kind of thing, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, that kind of thing. And then here, so if you have extra room, you can always put stuff, and see that, right here. So this is where your sleeping bag is, but you can also put extra stuff in it if you need. So, onto the straps. I don't know if it's in this one. Onto the straps. So, to put on the rucksack, you lift up, you just put it here, and then you have to secure both at your hips. So you have to make sure that it's adjusted correctly. It should be on your hips, and then you can pull to adjust. I also have like a little kind of compartment here, so you know, put any like gummies, maybe sugary snacks, that kind of thing, and then just this one here, pull tight on the straps to make sure it feels comfortable because they can get really heavy sometimes. And yeah, I think that's it.